Yet more pandering to Islam after a sewage worker was sacked for calling Hamas disgusting terrorists in a post to remember the October the 7th attacks. So, just as there is every other day at this point, there's another ridiculous story that's just come out a couple of days ago about a worker who was sacked over a post calling Hamas terrorists. And we've got an article here from the Daily Mail, which we are going to have a read through together to get more information about this incident. So, a sewage worker was reportedly sacked over a post calling Hamas disgusting terrorists on an internal staff site. Severn Trent Water immediately suspended Damon Joshua, who was then dismissed without notice following a disciplinary hearing. In the post, which included an image of the Israeli flag, Mr. Joshua wrote, "1 year ago, our valued partners and friends Israel were horrifically attacked by a group of violent and disgusting terrorists. I can say the vast majority of the employees stand in solidarity with our Jewish, Israeli and Zionist colleagues against the evil of Islamist terror." So this is the post that he got fired for. Now, the post was taken down by managers and other staff after they complained the terminology was derogatory and is very one-sided. And Mr. Joshua also told the Sunday Telegraph, "It happened in a matter of hours. I made the post at 7:50 a.m. So I'm failing to understand quite who got offended by this post. I mean, the only people I can think would get offended by a post like this would be Hamas supporters or Hamas members, right? So yeah, that one doesn't. I don't really see who's complained to the manager there. But going on, at 1 p.m. I got called to a meeting room. My manager and her manager were there, and I was suspended. They used the word derogatory for the words I had used to describe a terrorist organisation, which shocked me. How could it be one-sided or derogatory to oppose a terrorist? Surely this is only one-sided." And Mr. Joshua appealed his dismissal for gross misconduct, but was unsuccessful, which is crazy. So these incidents now are happening all the time over here. We're just pandering to certain groups who claim to be offended at everything. In this case, it's someone who is a Palestine supporter, right? And we've seen other incidents of our country pandering to Islam, for example, the Ramadan celebrations that we've been seeing posted by the government members. Even they managed to celebrate at Windsor Castle, so the royal family let them in there. But this is really shocking to me now that you can't even call a terrorist anymore in modern Britain, because someone out there, some crazy person out there, will get offended by that. And I can't believe that. And it's just shifting so much towards the point where we cannot say anything anymore. Any word that can be interpreted to be racist or Islamophobic, you cannot say any of that anymore at this point. I thought it was only public sector workers and civil servants that were facing these problems, but apparently it's not, right? Because this man has been fired just for posting that. I mean, there was nothing remotely controversial in that post at all. Nothing insulting. There was no sort of inciting hate or violence against anyone, and he's still been sacked because someone has just decided to complain to the manager. And this is another thing, the culture of complaining to a manager about anything that could be offensive and trying to get people in serious trouble or even sacked and lose their livelihood over words that you don't like. What's that all about? But yeah, anyway, if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe, because there's more content like this coming every single day. Thank you for watching.